All right. Shalom. 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 Allah. Shalom. All right, so before we get started with this highway and byway lesson, all right, we're going to face the east, give the much due all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachak Wadash. All right, double honors to the elders and apostles, a great millstone that rule well and teach well, and peace and salutations to the hopeful elect scattered abroad. All right, for you sincere Akim or Aquab that'll tune in or tune in afterwards, I brought this out that this lesson is edifying and exhorting unto you. All right. This lesson is coming to you through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, in order or in hopes to edify the flock. Abaratazah. All right. So what we're going to go into, right, on this highway and byway, right, so we're going to go into Esau Edom being a cunning hunter, right, a guile fucking, you know, just a wicked ass person in general. And he's going to deceive the minds of the people and swindle them into taking the MOTB, which is that subdermal implantable micro C-hip, all right? You know, as always, the topics are always going to be of biblical prophecy, all right? So that's what we're going to go into, all right? The MOTB, all right? In other words, how Esau Edom, the so-called white man, is going to trick the world. And that's not my own word. That's what the scriptures are saying, all right? So at the end of the day, without further ado, we're going to dive right in, and I'll brought this out that this lesson's edifying, all right? All right, so we're going to start it off with the book of Job. All right, we're going to start off with the book of Job, chapter 9, verse 24. All right. And then I got, you know, other precepts for it as well. All right, so the book of Job, chapter 9, verse 24. All right. It says, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? All right. So Esau Edom, the so-called white man, is in rulership right now. And how do we know that? Well, let's go into it, right? Who do you see on the money? All right. Who do you see on the money right now? A so-called white man. The $1 bill, the $5 bill, the $10 bill, you etc. All right. You already know. All right. But it's not even just that. It says that he covers the faces of the judges thereof. All right. Who are the true judges, man? All right. A so-called black, Latino, Native Indian, all right? Starting with Yahweh Shai Hamashiach, us Hebrew Israelites in general, man, all right? Hey, and shalom to the brother. Shalom. Yahweh Bashmi Shai Barakatah. Trying to get this thing out early. Salakia, trying to take it out. All right, go on. All right. Right, so reading it again, the book of Job, chapter 9, verse 24. All right, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? All right, so this is truly pertaining to the so-called white man that is in rulership right now, that is above us, man. All right, obviously it's ordained from the Most High Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, for that to happen. All right. But look, at the end of the day, this is how we truly know, all right? Because we get the precepts to prove all these things, all right? In other words, damn, look, 555, Salakia, you know, hey, call on him like Yahweh Bashmi Al-Shai, Abarat, all right? So we're going to prove, right, how Esau Edom, the so-called white man, is in rulership. But before that, I want to get these continuing precepts that I found yesterday. Before, going to sleep last night. It hit me in the spirit, all right? All right, so we're going to get the book of Job, chapter 10, verse 3. It says, is it good unto thee, unto you, right? Esau Edom, the so-called white man, that thou shouldest oppress, that thou shouldest despise the work of thine hands, and shine upon the counsel of the wicked, all right? So let's go into that in another version, man. All right? Let's grab the G and T with that. All right, the GNT says, right, the same book, the book of Job, chapter 10, verse 3. It says, is it right for you to be so cruel, right? And who is truly cruel in this world, man? Esau Edom, the so-called white man. He's cruel to who? He's cruel to us. He's cruel to so-called blacks, Latinos, Native Indians. All right? This just goes to show you, man. This just goes to show you that Esau Edom, the so-called white man, is truly the one in rulership because he's the cruel one. All right? He's the cruel one. All right? Let's keep reading. It says, and despise what yourself, it says to despise what yourself have made, and then to smile on the schemes of the wicked people. All right? And who are truly the wicked people in this world, man? You so-called white people. All right? You're not the people of the Bible. All right? It's us. We the true people of the Bible. So-called black, Latino, Native Indian, man. But Esau Edom, the so-called white man, he keeps bringing forth this fucking wicked ass shit, trying to say that he's the people, trying to oppress us constantly today. To this fucking day, we still oppressed here, man. All right? So it tells you that even then, it says, and then to smile on the schemes of the wicked people. All right? So he brings forth what? The vibration of wickedness, right? He brings forth the vibration of wickedness. And guess what? He makes everybody else wicked because he constantly pushes that wicked ass vibration, right? So this just goes to show you, man. This just goes to show you truly Esau Edom, the so-called white man, is in rulership. But wait, there's more. We're going to keep grabbing. All right. Going back into the KJV. This is the book of Job, chapter 12, verse 17. He leadeth counselors away spoiled and maketh the judges fools. All right. Now let's grab that in the G&T. All right. Listen up. Hearken. Hearken. All right. The book of Job, right? Same book, the book of Job, chapter 12, verse 17, in the Good News translation. It says, he takes away the wisdom of rulers. All right. And what's the true wisdom, man? The true wisdom is this wisdom and knowledge of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai and how to rule righteously. All right. So is this rulership a righteous rulership or is it a wicked rulership? It's wicked because everything that is here in Babylon the Great, aka America, is ushered in wickedness, man. It goes contrary to the law, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. So who is truly in rulership right now, man? The wicked. Esau Edom, the so-called white man. All right. Reading on. It said, I'm gonna read it again. It says he takes away the wisdom from the of rulers, right, of the true rulers, and makes leaders act like fools. Literally, the leaders that this place fucking has right now are foolish, man. The leaders of this place are foolish as hell. Talking about it's okay to be a sodomite. It's okay to commit sexual fornication, sexual immorality, right? Allowing your children at a very, very young age to be able to decide to change their gender, man, to change their plumbing, all right? Is that in the scriptures? Does that say it's okay for that in the scriptures? No, man, all right? If anything, the scriptures go contrary to that. So who is truly in rulership, man? The wicked, Esau Edom, the so-called white man, all right? Let's grab one more. All right, going back into the KJV, this is the book of Job, chapter 24 and verse 25. It says, and if it be not so now, right now, and to this very day, this present day and age, right? Who will make me a liar and make my speech nothing worth? All right. Now listen to this in the G&T. All right. The same book, the book of Job, chapter 24 and verse 25. It says, can anyone deny that this is so? This is so what? It said that he's a liar, right? Can anyone prove that my words are not true? Yes, us. Esau Edom, the so-called white man, truly believes that nobody can see his tricks, his plots, his schemes, him being wicked in general, him bringing forth lies, He believes that nobody can prove him, wrong. All right. He believes that that's not going to happen. But at the end of the day, we bringing forth the truth, man. That's why we're going to be demonized and persecuted on a whole nother level, man, for bringing forth this true wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of the Most High Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai, man. All right. Who the world cannot receive, man. So let's keep it moving. Let's get the book of First Maccabees just to prove it more. All right. Just to prove it more, the book of First Maccabees. You already know, chapter 3, verse 48. All right. This is the book of First Maccabees, chapter 3, verse 48. It says, and laid open the book of the law, wherein the heathen had sought to paint the likeness of their images. All right. What's this going into? It's talking about the likeness of their image, right? They're what they appear like, what they appear to be like, right? So that's why when you go into these damn churches, these synagogues of fucking Satan, or you try to look up our forefathers, Abraham, Moses, and anybody in the past, right? In the ancient days, they perceive them to be a so-called white man. All right. They even made the Messiah look like a so-called white man. When the scriptures go what? They go contrary to that, man. That's how you know this nigga is wicked, man. He is the wicked that the Bible speaks of. All right. Making the Messiah look like a so-called white man. All right. Making these other, our forefathers look like so-called white men. All right. On the damn dollar, it's a so-called white man. That's how you can tell who's truly in rulership, man. All right. It ain't the so-called black. It ain't the so-called Latino, Native Indian, right? Moab, Ammon, right? It's none of them. All right. It's Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. He's the one that is truly in rulership right now. That's why it behooves you so-called blacks, Latinos, Native Indians to get right, man. To understand who's truly in rulership. We got enemies, man. We truly have enemies, man. Go read the book of Ecclesiastes, also known as Sirach, chapter 12 and verse 10 on down. It tells you that literally it tells you that we got enemies in this thing, man. All right. That's why Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, he's gonna demonize us in these latter days, which we are in, because we're bringing forth this truth. We're exposing his ass. All right. We showing forth what he truly is, which is the fucking wicked that the Bible speaks of, man. All right. He is the true wicked that the Bible speaks of. But everybody seems to believe that the white man is not a bad dude. Nah, man. All right. We got enemies. He's our enemy. All right. The scriptures tell you that though he go crouching and humble himself, take good heed. Meaning what? Meaning analyze this dude. Stay your ass away from him. All right. Don't be friends. Don't be buddy with these niggas, man. All right. These niggas is a bunch of liars, man. All right. And they bring forth, hypocrisy. They bring forth wickedness, man. All right. That's what you need to understand. That Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, is truly the wicked that the Bible speaks of, man. Truly. In totality, man. All right? So let's get the book of Psalms. Chapter 55. Okay, come on. In verse 21. All right, the book of Psalms, chapter 55 and verse 21. All right. It says, the words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart. His words were softer than oil, yet were they drawn swords, man. All right. So literally in these latter days, Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, is going to bring forth these so-called miracles, right? By the on the left-hand side, by the means of that what? That subdermal implantable microchip, right? Pertaining to this lesson, man. All right, to bring forth the darkness that Esau, Edom is truly about to bring forth upon the earth, that a lot of people still can't see, man. All right, a lot of our people, really. All right, 2/3 of our nation, man. I'm telling you. Yeah, really, it behooves y'all to truly turn to Yahweh Bashim Yahshua before it's too late, which obviously it's prophesied that y'all won't. All right, so it is what it is, you know. But it behooves you, so-called blacks, Latinos, Native Indians, all right, that are truly sincere, that are looking for the truth. All right, y'all need to look harder. All right, because the famine of the word is truly at hand, man. All right, now it's just a matter of time before they just shut this thing all down. All right, it's a matter of time. All right, so look, at the end of the day, he's gonna bring forth his smooth words, right? His smooth words to what? To beguile us so-called blacks, Latinos, Native Indians. All right, to take this micro C hip. He's gonna tell you that it's convenient for your life. You'll be able to live a normal life. You'll be able to buy or sell and have all your, your medical information, your documents. You don't have to have no more clutter. You'll be able to, just have certain things in this world that are more convenient, so you don't have to worry about certain things. All right. He's gonna make it seem like, oh, it's the most convenient thing that you truly need, and then he's gonna make it to the point where if you don't get it, right, then you can't live a normal life. He's going to instill fear. Oh, well, you can't get food anymore because they're pushing over and converting over into a digital currency, all right, which is that CBDC, that central bank digital currency, man. All right. So literally, he's going to use guile upon the world, man. His smooth words, all right, his smooth words, meaning what? His words that entice people, that attract the people, man, of this world. So they can ultimately take that micro C hip, because this nigga knows he's coming down in rulership. He's gonna come down in power real soon. He don't want to go out by himself. He'd rather go out with his enemy, which is us, so-called black, Latino, Native Indian, man. He'd rather go out with his enemy, because he's our enemy as well. All right. All right. So let's get the book of John. Chapter 8 and verse 44. Okay, come. All right, so this is the book of John, chapter 8, verse 44. All right, it says, ye are of your father, right? You Edomites, ye are of your father, the devil, and the lust of your father ye will do. He was a murderer from the beginning. All right, a murderer from the beginning. From when? From the times of Cain and Abel, man. All right. Did not Cain kill Abel? All right. That's why when Cain came back from the reincarnation, he was cursed, man. All right. He was cursed. He was plagued with leprosy. All right. His melanin was taken from him. All right. It says he was a murderer from the beginning and abode not in the truth, because Esau Edom is a so-called, it is a liar. I don't want to say a so-called liar. He is a fucking liar. All right. Because there's no truth in him. When he speaketh a lie, he speaketh of his own. Meaning what? That's his true nature. That's the way he speaks constantly. All right. They're always in that mindset of trying to play tricks. All right. Plot schemes. Right. Always trying to, go around somebody to ultimately have them to be destroyed in the end. All right. They're liars, man. Esau Edom, the so-called white man, these white people in general are fucking liars, man. All right. It said, when he speaketh a lie, he speaketh of his own, for he is a liar and the father of it, man. All right. So pertaining to this micro C hip, right, that MOTB, he's going to lie to everybody, the masses of the people, saying that if you don't take this micro C hip, that you're not going to be so he's not going to lie about that. That's going to be true. All right. That's going to be true. The scriptures tell you. All right. But he's going to tell you that if you don't take it, you're not going to be able to eat, you're not going to be able to buy or sell anymore. All right. That your life is going to be totally inconvenient, which that's a lie itself. All right. Because he's bringing forth, this as a trend. Oh, you can unlock your car with this thing. You can buy and sell with this thing. All right. You can access your social media, because he knows that this day and age, this generation is always up in their fucking phone, man. Got their phone up their fucking ass, basically always, on this stupid ass devices and shit. All right. Losing touch with reality, losing touch with humanity. Right? These people are so far gone, man. They're just going to follow suit with what Esau Edom, the so-called white man, brings forth. All right? whatever lies, tricks, plots, and schemes that he has, that he's going to bring forth for these people to take the subdermal implantable micro C-hip, that MOTB, right? He's going to make it to the point where people just line up for this thing. No questions asked. Oh, this is the new thing we're going into? All right, cool. Hey, fuck it. I mean, shit, if I'm not going to be able to buy or sell no more, if the cash is done, fuck it. You know, I just gotta move with the day and age. Like, nah, man, look, the scriptures tell you not to take that shit. Not to take that shit, because if you do, you're going to be ultimately condemned for that lake of fire, man. All right? You're going to have that first fucking seat, you know, how do you call it? That first round, or not round trip. You're going to have that damn first class ticket to go into that lake of fire, man. All right? All right, so let's get the book of Job. All right, chapter 13 and verse 4. It says, but ye are forgers of lies. All right, is this not the second or third time that we bring forth that this nigga is a liar? Ye are all physicians of no value. All right? So literally at the end of the day, who is the true physician, man? Who is the true and ultimate physician? Not Esau Edom, the so-called white man. He's the one that's bringing forth a lot of death in this fucking world, man. He's the one that's bringing forth chaos. He's telling you to take this damn hot sauce, right, to prevent some sort of disease. Yet when you take the hot sauce, you die from it. Wait, huh? I don't understand that. So yet everybody still believes this nigga though. Everybody still believes him. Everybody still says, oh, it's just for our protection, this and that and the other. Some people don't take to the vaccines because they're old. No, look, there's many accounts where these people that have taken it that were either my age or a little older, they have taken the damn hot sauce, right? They have fucking died from it, man. From some sort of cardiovascular fucking, you know, calamity, right? Heart failure, some sort of catastrophic heart failure, man. But they were young, healthy. It was even some of these athletes, man. Some of these athletes are the ones that died. And that just goes to show you, well, look, how the fuck does a professional athlete that does this for a living, running up and down a football field or playing basketball, baseball, whatever it may be, you know, die from something that, you know, that he just never had, you know, before in general? Say the C19, right? But he got the C19, you know, hot sauce for it, but then he died. Didn't even have the C19. So this just goes to show you, man, Esau Edom, the so-called white man, is truly the wicked that the Bible speaks of. All right, and he is a forger of lies, man. He is a physician of no value. All right, he is literally a worthless quack, how the NLT says. All right, and that word quack goes into someone that claims to have wisdom and knowledge in a medical field, but doesn't. Right, in other words, right, roughly paraphrasing the definition. All right. So literally, this nigga believes or pretends he plays the good part, that he acts like he has all this great abundance of knowledge and wisdom with this fucking, has this great abundance of knowledge with the medical field, but he don't, man. All right, he doesn't. He's a liar, man, and he's the father of it. And he's literally tricked, and he's tricked a lot of people into taking that, you know, that damn hot sauce. So how much more so in the near future for the damn C-hip? There's people that damn took it already. Voluntarily. It's not even made mandatory yet. Niggas took that shit. And literally, there's people that told him in the past that there was this Edomite chick, you know, making a TikTok video talking about, oh, I got my C-hip, you know, I can do this, and that, and the other. And this Jake was like, hey, look, he wasn't fucking with that shit. He was like, hey, you know, that's like an Antichrist thing, right? And, you know, obviously he didn't have the full understanding. But, you know, obviously he got that zeal. He understands, like, look, this don't seem right. This is that Antichrist shit. And then she was just like, oh, like making like if it's not a big deal. But that just goes to show you the spirit of these fucking Edomites, man. The spirit in them is not upright. All right, the spirit in them is not upright. And they make a lot of fucking mockery of the Most High, man. That's why you guys are going to come down and be utterly fucking destroyed, man, in these latter days. So let's get the book of 2 Corinthians. Bear with me. All right, so the book of 2 Corinthians chapter 2, verse 11. All right, it says, "Lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices." His devices meaning what? His tricks, his plots, his schemes. Esau Edom's tricks, plots, and schemes, man. All right? We're not ignorant. Ignorant goes into a lack of knowledge. All right? We have that understanding. All right? We have that understanding that Esau Edom, the so-called white man, is going to bring forth some wicked ass shit in this world. All right? And he's doing it by means of what? He's bringing it forth by having it as a trend, by having forth these celebrities, right? Bring this thing forth, starting with that damn, that hot sauce, man. Starting primarily with that damn hot sauce, telling you, oh, take the vaccine because, we trying to make the world safer. Get the hell out of here with this shit, man. All right, y'all not making no world safe. All right, if anything, y'all polluting this fucking earth more than what y'all have been. All right. The past 500 years that y'all been in rulership, y'all have totally exceedingly polluted this whole earth with wickedness and carnal trash, man. Look at this place, man. This place is fucking destroyed. You got damn 5G towers everywhere. These stupid ass buildings that give you no spiritual value, right? That don't rejuvenate the spirit. This place is not supposed to be like this, man. All right? This just goes to show you the true wickedness of the white man, bringing forth all this shit. Look how we living, us so-called blacks, Latinos, Native Indians. We're living in the ghettos, man. All right? In these broken down ass places. He makes them cheap so we can just fucking stay there because he knows that we don't have the means to pay for a nicer place to stay, man. All right? So this should just put in your mind like who is truly at hand with ruling, man. It's the Edomites, man, the so-called white people. They're the ones that are truly ruling this place with the wicked ass rulership, man. All right? So look, I'm going to read it again one more time. The book of 2 Corinthians chapter 2, verse 11. Least Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. All right? We're not ignorant of any of the fucking things that he does. All right? Us hopeful elect members, starting with our elders and apostles, a great millstone, all the way down to us at the lowest level. All right? We see right through Esau Edom's bullshit, man. All right? We see right through this shit. All right? We're not ignorant of looking and seeing that this shit is truly. We're not ignorant of that. All right, we see right through Esau Edom's bullshit, man. All right, so let's keep it moving. Let's get the book of 2 Thessalonians, chapter 2, verse 11. Oh, so like chapter 2, verse 4. Bear with me. All right. So this is the book of 2 Thessalonians, chapter 2, verse 4. All right. Pertaining to Esau Edom, the so-called white man, right? Who opposeth and exalteth himself above all that is called God, or that is worshipped, so that he, as God, sitteth in the temple of God, showing himself that he is God. All right? The Most High, Yahweh. Bahashim Yahweh Shai. All right? When you go into these churches, these synagogues of Satan, these temples made by the hands of man, right? When you go into these places, who do you truly see, man? A so-called white man that is supposed to be the damn Messiah. All right? Who do you see as, the true people of the Most High? A so-called white man. All right? That's truly showing you, man, that this nigga is exalting himself above all that is called the Most High, man. All right? Because look, the scriptures go contrary to what this man has in place. All right? The so-called, or Esau Edom, the so-called white man, is literally making mockery. All right? Because the true power, Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai, is a so-called black man. All right? With white woolly hair, dark melanated skin, and he wears a garment down to the foot. All right? With fringes, man. All right? Esau Edom makes it seem like, our people are fucking weird as hell back then, you know, wearing no clothes, wearing a sash or something like the Greeks, man. All right? That's y'all shit. That's all y'all wicked ass shit, man. We don't fucking do that. We always had our bodies covered, man. All right? It's just you brought that wicked ass shit forth, where now it culminated over the years, and it got exceedingly worse, man, to where it became a normality in this modern day and age. All right? People love showing their skin now. Fucking, especially you women. But then again, you fucking men are no better, man. You fucking men are no better. Y'all just as worse as the women. If not even 10 times more worse. Wearing these tight ass, booty ass shorts, wearing these small tank top shirts, going to the gym, walking around because you swole, you think you got some sort of power in this world because you got muscles and shit, nigga. That shit is wicked as hell, man. That shit is wicked as hell. You're not supposed to be fucking walking around like that. All right? But that just goes to show you, man, this wicked ass rulership, man. It's under who? Esau Edom, the so-called white man. All right, so we're going to grab all the Revelation scriptures pertaining to the MOTB, all right, which is what? That subdermal implantable micro C-hip, all right? If you don't believe that, you know, starting with the elders and apostles, a great millstone, all the way down to us at the lowest level, that the micro C-hip or the MOTB in general is that C-hip, right? That micro C-hip, that implantable micro C-hip. Hey, look, just keep it moving then. Get off the channel, all right? This is the book of Revelation, chapter 13, verse 14 on down, all right? It says, and deceiveth them that dwell upon the earth by the means of those miracles, which he had power to do in the sight of the beast, saying to them that dwell upon the earth, that they should make an image to the beast, which had the wound by a sword and did live. All right? So literally, what is this talking about? Esau Edom, the so-called white man, is going to deceive this world, man, the people of this world, right? By what? The means of those miracles. Is he not, you know, is not Esau Edom, the so-called white man, you know, one of his henchmen, right, got approved by the FDA, that Neuralink shit by Elon Musk to bring forth that C-hip, right, that hand chip and the brain chip, right? Is this not in effect right now? Is this not going to be mandatory real soon? Yes, man. All right. We're seeing these biblical prophecies getting pushed right off the pages, man. They're flying right into the air and becoming made manifest in this reality, man. All right. We see the scriptures being made manifest here, man. All right. So I'm telling you, at the end of the day, it truly behooves you so-called blacks, Latinos, Native Indians to turn to Yahweh Bahashim, Yahweh Shai before it's too late, man. Before it's too late. Receive this wisdom and knowledge while it's still fresh, man, while it's still able to be accessed. Because the famine of the word, I cannot harp on this enough. And not just me, all the sincere brethren, man. We cannot harp on this enough that literally the famine of the word is at hand. All right? And it's a lot. Yeah. All right, I had to put it on Do Not Disturb. These motherfuckers is calling me and shit. All right, so let's keep going. So the book of Revelation, chapter 13, this is verse 15. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the beast should be killed. All right? So we're coming into a time where you're going to have to make your choice, you so-called blacks, Latinos, Native Indians, man. Whether you're going to submit and bow down to Esau Edom, the so-called white man's micro C-hip, or you're going to bow down and submit to Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai. All right? Because if you bow to Esau Edom, you're saying that he's your God. All right? We got a power. All right? We got a God. All right? The true power of all that is and all that exists. Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai. All right? Not fucking Esau Edom, the so-called white man. All right? So it truly behooves you to turn to Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai before it's too late. All right? Receive this information. All right? Because later, that day is coming real soon where you're going to have to make a choice. If you're going to bow down to Esau's mark or bow down to Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai. All right? Now, mind you, faith comes from Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai to believe in him. All right? So if you have a little bit of faith Always pray, constantly pray for more, man. Constantly pray for more faith, for more endurance, more patience, because the time we're coming into is a very long, treacherous, perilous time, man. All right, perilous, going into, hard to bear, trouble, gruesome times. All right, because when this mark is implemented, a lot of people are not going to be fed out here. All right, a lot of people are really going to have that famine hit them really hard, man. All right, they're not going to be able to eat. They're going to be robbing, raping, murdering, pillaging. All right, for what? To make ends meet. They're not going to be worried about the things of this world anymore. You niggas that boast and brag about the shit, the fashions of this world. I got a Hellcat, Scat Pack, a Mercedes Benz, a BMW, a nice house, a bad bitch. Hey, look, all that shit is not going to matter in these latter days, man. All right? It's going to matter about what? If you got the true power or if you don't. All right? If you got that hedge of protection from Yahweh Bahashim, Yahweh Shah, or if you don't. All right? Because if you don't, honestly, you're going to ultimately be destroyed anyway. All right? That's what we constantly pray and hope for, that protection, so we can be protected in these latter days, because we know as the servants, the prophets of Yahweh Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, that it's going to be a very dark and perilous time out here, man. All right, you're going to truly see people for who they are. You're going to see their true colors. And these Edomites, how they truly feel about us, so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Indians, man, us Hebrew Israelites. All right. Verse 16, it says, and causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. All right. So look, we coming into a time where you're not going to be able to buy or sell unless you got that micro C-hip, man. All right. Unless you got that micro C-hip, you're not going to be able to buy or sell the things of this world anymore. And why is that? It's because literally we're transferring over, right? And not just us in general, the whole world. The whole world is transferring over into a digital currency, and they're going to push it forth via what? The CBDC, which is just to groom the minds of the people. And then boom, what? What else are they going to push? That micro C-hip, because then the CBDC is going to be on there. All right? Then you're going to have your digital currency on the micro C-hip. All right? So I'm going to grab another version of that real quick. I'm going to grab the ESV. All right. So this is the English Standard Version. All right. I'm going to read 16 and 17 again in the book of Revelation. It's like it. Also, it causes, right, who? Esau, Edom, all, both small and great, both rich and poor, both free and slave, to be marked on their right hand or the forehead, so that no one can buy or sell unless he has the mark, that is the name of the beast or the number of his name. All right. So let's grab the G&T just for more edification, just so you can understand. Look, this isn't a fucking game, man. All right. So same book, the book of Revelation, chapter 13, verses 16 to 17, in the Good News translation. The beast forced, right? Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, forced all the people, both small and great, rich and poor, and free, to have a mark placed on their right hand or on their forehead. No one could buy or sell without this mark, that is the beast's name or the number that stands for the name. All right, which is what? 666, man. All right. You're gonna have you're gonna have some sort of identity code on there, right? A barcode, which is making you what? Property of Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, right? And it's gonna have in some form, some shape, way, 666 involved in there, man. Because now you're a part of his beast system, and he has forced you to take it, and you just submitted, man. All right. we have a choice, man. We got a choice. All through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai, the ones that take it, hey, they're going to take it. All right? I'm not trying to say we got free will because, it's all predestined, and everybody's going to, I don't want to say, perform their duties within their lot, I guess, for lack of, better information. All right? Everybody's going to, adhere to their lot. All right? You're not going to stray away from it. You're just going to be on track because everybody has a position to play in this world, man. All right? You so-called blacks, Latinos, Native Indians, everybody has a role to play in Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai's movie. All right? Just like the elect do, because the elect are not going to be deceived in these latter days by taking that mark. All right? Literally, that's why it tells you in the scriptures that some of them are going to, be beheaded because they've forsaken that shit. All right? They said, no, we're not taking that fucking mark. And they'll die for not Esau, Salakia. The elect will die for Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai, man. All right? So this just goes to show you the type of spirit that the elect are going to have. All right? It tells you that no man's going to buy or sell save he that had the mark. But look, us servants, the prophets of Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai, we're not worried about that shit, man. All right? We're not worried about buying or selling in this world no more. All right? We truly desire and solely truly desire to rely on Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai for everything, man. All right? Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai knows that we have need of food, of water, nourishment, sustenance in general, all right? Because we are mere mortal men, right? Feeble, weak, all right? He knows that we have to be fed. He knows that we have need of clothing, all right? A place to dwell at, all right? But it's just the fact that everybody relies on Esau Edom, the so-called white man right now, is because he's in rulership, all right? He's in rulership, he's in power, and at the end of the day, when this bitch is brought down, the elect, right, and the 1/3 remnant are going to be elevated to another extent. Their faith is going to be utterly increased on a whole nother level that you're going to see, divine intervention being happen. All right. Them being fed during the famine. All right. Them being protected when all hell breaks loose out here. All right. We are coming into a time that is literally, that shall never be again. All right. A time that is going to be so treacherous and grievous and perilous that it's never going to be like that ever again, man. Go read the book of Matthew, chapter 24 and verse 21. It tells you it's going to be a time like never before. All right, so this is the book of Revelation, chapter 14, right? Verses 8 on down to 11. All right? This is the judgments for you that take that micro sea hip. All right? It says, and there followed another angel saying, Babylon is fallen, that great city, because she made all nations drink of the wine of the wrath of her fornication. All right. And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any Hebrew Israelite, so-called white or so-called black, Latino, Native Indian, and everybody else in this fucking world, right? If any man worship the beast in his image and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, right? Listen to this judgment, all right? The same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of the Most High Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai, which is poured without mixture into a cup of his indignation, and he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. And the smoke of their torment ascended up forever and ever. And they have no rest day nor night, who worship the beast and his image, and whosoever receiveth the mark of his name. All right? So this is one of the judgments that's going to befall you. So, you people of the world that receive the mark of Esau Edom, the so-called white man. All right? You people that take that subdermal implantable micro C hip, right? You're saying that Esau Edom, the so-called white man, is your God. This is what's going to befall you, man. You're going to have a first-class ticket into that lake of fire. You're going to be burnt here via what? Those thermonuclear missiles, right? Those ICBM missiles, those intercontinental ballistic missiles that are going to come from all these other nations that bend the bow, all right? All these other nations that are going to bend the bow, right, and shoot off those missiles that's going to hit here in Babylon the Great, a.k.a. America. And you're going to perish in that lake of fire, man. All right? That's why it truly behooves you so-called blacks, Latinos, Native Indians, to receive this word, the word of Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai, which is what? Faithful and true. All right? And he is a man that he shall not lie. All right? So this is going to come to pass. All right? This is going to come into fruition. All right? Understand that we're not speaking these words in vain. These are not our words, man. These are the words of Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai, man. All right? Meaning what? They're gonna come to pass soon. All right, so if you don't think that's bad in general, Salakia. If you don't think that's bad in general, this is what's gonna happen. This is another judgment, man. This is another judgment, but this is gonna come first before that lake of fire. All right. This is the book of Revelation, chapter 16, verses 1 and 2, and verses 8 through 11. All right. Verses 1 and 2. And I heard a great voice out of the temple saying to the seven angels, go your ways and pour out the vials of the wrath of the Most High upon the earth. And the first went and poured out his vial upon the earth. And there, right, listen up. And there fell a noisome and grievous sore upon the men which had the mark of the beast, and upon them that worshipped his image, man. All right. So literally understand, you're going to receive, the fuck, this mere mortal mind. Noisome and grievous fucking sores, man. You're going to receive noisome and grievous sores because what? You have mark of the beast, man. You're taking Esau Edom's microcephalic, all right? You're gonna develop, these tumors, cancers in your body, all right? These grievous sores that, bring forth or a pus-like discharge, man. And it's going to be very excruciatingly painful, all right? It's going to be very painful to the point where it's going to be unbearable. And you're going to seek death. But guess what the scriptures say? Death shall flee from you, man. All right? Literally, you are going to be truly preserved for that lake of fire if you submit to Esau Edom's mark of the beast and take his microcephalic, man. All right? If you do that shit, you literally just understand you're going to be burnt to a crisp, to nothing. All right? Literally, the scriptures tell you that there's the day that shall melt that shall come as an oven. The book of Malachi, chapter 4, verse 1. Go read it, man. Go read it. That's talking about those ICBM nuclear missiles that are going to come here via these other nations that are shooting those missiles, man. All right? And it's going to utterly destroy this place and melt the foundation of Babylon the Great, a.k.a. America. All right? And all the elements hereof. And an immortal body is comprised of elements. All right? So guess what? You are a part of that. You are going to be melted here with the foundation of Babylon the Great, a.k.a. America, man. If you take and submit to Esau Edom's, the so-called white man's mark of the beast, man. All right, let's go to verses 8 through 11. It says, the fourth angel poured out his vial upon the sun, and power was given unto him to scorch men with fire. And men were scorched. All right? And men were scorched with great heat and blasphemed the name of the Most High, which had power over these plagues. And they repented not to give him glory. So literally, when it goes into scorch, it goes into the Greek kamatizo, right? Which is to torment with fire, all right? To be tormented with great heat, all right? And that's what's going to happen, all right? It says, and the fifth angel poured out his vial upon the seat of the beast, and his kingdom was full of darkness, and they gnawed their tongues for pain, and and blasphemed Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushai, the power of heaven, because of their pains and their sores, right? Those grievous sores, because they repented not of their deeds. All right. So look, at the end of the day, you need to understand that once you take this mark, right? There's no place of repentance for you, man. There's no place of repentance for you because you have submitted to Esau Edom's mark of the beast, man. You have submitted to his microcephalic. You are saying that he is your God now. All right. So in other words, you're going to be utterly destroyed. All right. With that nigga. All right. With Esau Edom, the so-called white man. All right. the scripture in the book of Revelation, chapter 12, verse 12, it tells you that he knows that he has a short time. That's why he's trying to bring forth all his wicked ass agenda, his 2030 agenda, right? Trying to expedite the process because he knows he's soon to come out of power, man. All right, he knows he's soon to come out of power. But if you are a partaker of his wickedness and take that micro C hip, you're saying that he is your God, all right? And you're going to die with him, all right? You're going to die with him and be cast into that lake of fire, all right? Got one more, and Abaratazai, we close it out all through the spirit, all right? This is the book of Revelation, chapter 19, and verse 20, all right? And truly listen up. I'm going to grab this in other versions, all right? But truly listen up, because it behooves you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Indians to hear this, man, all right? It says, right, the book of Revelation, chapter 19, verse 20, it says, and the beast was taken, and with him the false prophet, all right, that wrought miracles before him, with which he deceived, right, which with he deceived them that received the mark of the beast. Oh, Salaki, let me read it again. And the beast was taken, and with him the false prophet that wrought miracles before him, with which he deceived them that had received the mark of the beast, right, that micro C hip, the MOTB, and them that worshipped his image. These both were cast alive into the lake of fire, burning with brimstone. All right, to the lake of fire, which is what? From those ICBM nuclear missiles that are going to obliterate Babylon the Great, aka America, right? Destroying and melting the foundation hereof, right? And all the works hereof as well, right? This place is going to be literally burnt with that nuclear fire, and that's going to create that lake of fire to where you're going to be cast into it because you are a partaker of the wicked ass fucking acts that Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, brought forth. And for the people that, were false prophets, man. All right, you false prophets, it behooves you so-called blacks, Latinos, Native Indians to stop taking heed to them, man. Stop taking heed to them because they do not have it. All right, starting with our elders and apostles, a great millstone, all the way down to us at the lowest level. All right, we have the 100% truth. All right, we say that in great meekness and in a very humble manner, man. All right, because we trying to warn our people. We love y'all, man. All right, we love our people. But at the end of the day, when it comes down to, your destruction being at hand at large upon you, then hey, there's nothing we can do for you, man. You can't say we ain't have no love for you because we was out here warning you, man. We was out here warning you the whole time. All right. So at the end of the day, it truly behooves you so-called black, Latino, Native Indians to take heed to great millstone. All right. The true elders and apostles of this world, man. The true people of the Most High. We believe through faith, man. All right. And faith is not of our own accord, but of the Most High Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai, who has gifted it unto us, man. All right. We believe that through faith, and we believe it wholeheartedly, man. All right. Because these other niggas is talking about the micro C hip or the MOTB in general is a white woman or a heathen woman or an embargo or it's Jesus Christ, Jesus Christos, right? Or everything other than the micro C hip in general, man. All right, that's just going off, man. All right, it tells you that it is a very practical thing. All right, it goes into a scratch and etching, a badge of servitude, something that has to be cut. You have to have some sort of incision upon your hand, right, or your forehead, wherever it may be, right, wherever you get the micro C hip, right, to have that C hip implanted in you. All right, they're going to insert it into you. All right, it's not it don't make sense when you really think about it. How you gonna buy or sell with a picture of Caesar Borgia, man? How the hell are you gonna buy or sell with a white woman? How the hell are you gonna buy or sell with sin, man? That don't make sense. All right, so it truly behooves you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Indians to receive this truth, man, this word, this wisdom and knowledge of Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai, man. All right, before it's too late, before the doors of repentance is closed and the famine of the word is at large, and this word is no longer accessible to receive anymore, man. Then we're not going to be a reprover unto you in these latter days of what the micro C hip was, the mark of the beast. All right? All right, behooves you to take heed to the true, to the true people of the Bible, man, to the true elders and apostles, all right? To great millstone all the way down to us at the lowest level, man. All right, because through faith, we have the 100% truth. And we believe wholeheartedly, man. All right? So that's all the scriptures that I had to bring forth. Abaratazah, that this lesson was edifying and exhorting unto our people. All right? Closing out, giving the much due, all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakak Wadash. All right? Double honors to the elders and apostles, a great millstone that rule well and teach well. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect scattered abroad. For you, sincere Akim, or Akwav that tuned in, or that shall tune in afterwards, Abaratazah, that this lesson is edifying and exhorting unto you. There's a whole damn butterfly flying around me. Salakia. Hey, call on him like Yahweh Bashim Shai. All right? But double honors to the elders and apostles, a great millstone that rule well and teach well. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect scattered abroad. And Abaratazah, that this lesson is edifying to you, sincere Akim, or Akwa that tuned in. All right? That should tune in afterwards. All right? DTA, Death to America, Abad Babal, destroy confusion. All right? Because Babylon the Great, a.k.a. America, is a confused-ass place. All right? And it's going to be utterly destroyed by that thermonuclear fire. All right? All right, so shalom.